What's up, guys? Today I'm doing a tutorial on how to set up the Elgato gaming capture software. I've had this software for a little over 6 months now. I love it, but it's caused me a lot of problems, and I know it's caused a lot of other people problems, and that just the tutorials and things really aren't updated about it, and they aren't that good, so that's why I'm making this, and hopefully this helps anybody that's actually having problems with the software. Now, first, I'm going to start with a video showing how to set it up to your computer, and then we will jump into what to do after the capture card is set up. Alright, what's up, guys? So now we're going to be actually plugging in the Elgato capture card, which is right there, to the computer right here, this beautiful beast of mine. Alright, so this is how you do it, though. So you take the USB cord, the standard USB, well, I'm not even showing it, standard USB cord right here, which I have a really interesting cord set up here, so I'm not really able to move anything. So sorry if this looks terrible. So here's the entire cord set up right here. There's all the cords tied up, so it goes right into this part on the, right there, HDMI out part. See USB, HDMI out, and then that goes all the way in here into a 2.0 slot. Make sure it's 2.0. So then let's set that back. And then, alright, so then on this side right here, on the HDMI inside, obviously there's the HDMI cord, and that goes all the way back there, which you can't really see, but let's take another way, all the way back there into this right here, which is my graphics card HDMI slot, and that goes right into there, and that is it. That is a PC to PC setup. Really simple. Really easy. As you can see, there's the software right there. This is my setup. This will be, I guess we can do a setup video at the same time, but yeah, that is it's really easy to do. Just, you know, USB right into a 2.0, and then HDMI on the in part going right into the HDMI port on the graphics card, and that is it. So let's move back onto the computer, and I'll show you how to actually set up the entire software. Alright, now that you have the Elgato software installed, you're going to want to right click on your desktop and click screen resolution. If you have Windows 10, it's called like display settings or something like that. And then I'm not going to undo this because I'm scared of it going back to what it was doing before, so I'm going to keep it the way it is. But depending on how many monitors you have, I have 2, so it's going to show 1, 2, and then 3, not 1 and 3. Like it does right there. If you have just one monitor, then it'll show 1 and 2. Elgato is recognized by the computer as its own monitor, so technically there's an invisible monitor sitting next to you. So, but what you want to do is you want to click this, and then hit identify first if you have multiple monitors, figure out which ones. This again would pop up as 1, this would be 2, 3 would be separate. I couldn't see that though. So I have it as, this is my main monitor here, so I have it as duplicate desktop on 1 and 3. Which combines Elgato and your real desktop together, and that would be my main display. And then also, while you're there, let's check your resolution settings, which mine's 1920 by 1080. So keep that in mind for when you guys set it up. So let's get into the software here itself. Let's click this button right here. So these are going to be the settings of how Elgato records. Now, I can't edit any of these, but you will be able to because you're not recording. So input device needs to be other. There's not an option for PC, so select it as other. Video input, I mean, obviously just select all the settings that are there, but video input, HDMI, obviously, because you're using an HDMI cord. Audio input, again, using an HDMI cord, so HDMI audio. Standard and expanded, it's based on what you want. Mine looks worse as expanded, so I have it set as standard. Profile is your resolution. Allow 60 frames, your choice. Quality, again, your choice. I had it as better, but I upgraded some things, so now I can have it as best. And other than that, I don't have any of this stuff selected, so we're done there. That's the setup now. Elgato will then recognize itself here, and then you'll be able to record. So yeah, then you'll be able to record there. So then audio. This is the toughest part for everybody because Elgato doesn't work perfect for everyone. There's 2 ways to set up audio. And let me show you the first one, the normal one, and that would be this right here. So you can skip this part, just right click on the little sound volume thing there, hit playback devices, so then you're there, and then you would select your speakers, and which mine would be the headset, so I'd set that as default. I'm not going to do it, I don't want to mess anything up. You'd set that as default, and then you would go into recording, and then you would have to right click at an open spot and show disable devices. This will pop up. If it doesn't, you either need to install new drivers and other things to get it to pop up, which took me over 2 hours to figure out which ones I needed to do. So honestly, I would just skip a few minutes ahead. I'll put that link in the description when I start off at the second audio part, just because honestly that was the easiest. Even though this is here, I used the second one because this still doesn't work for me. But anyways though, you would then right click it and then hit enable, and then click it, hit the listen tab, select this, make sure the check mark is there, and then select the drop down menu and make sure Elgato is selected, and then you're done. Like, it should work, but for me it didn't, because what this would do is it would combine your system audio and Elgato's audio into one thing, and then put them into the Elgato software. For some reason it doesn't take Elgato's audio for me, so I have to do it the second way, which the second way is this right here, voice meter. Voice meter connects two different audio I don't even know what they're called, but just two different audio setups, and combines them to make the audio go as one. So this is you have to obviously download this, and then once you get it open, this is what it's going to look like. Now we're going to set this up first before we actually set it up onto the computer. You have to have these two as gray. If they're not gray, just click them and make sure they're gray. These two green, these two green. Obviously set it up just like this is. But then this is where it's going to get a little different for you. A1 needs to be what you hear out of. So for me, it's my headset, my Corsair headset. So click that. And then the second one needs to be Elgato. Make sure it's Elgato. And then click Elgato. And then also have stereo repeat, both of them highlighted blue. If they're not blue, it's not going to work right. And then this -5, it doesn't need to be -5 for you. You can keep it at 0 if you want, but that just works better for me. So now that you got this part set up, right, go here, come back to playback devices. You'll see voice meter input, select it as default like you see there. Just right click that and hit default. Oh, not disable. Hit default. Usually it's there. Select what you hear out of your speakers, your headset. Select that as default communications. And then same for this. Voice meter output, default. And then the microphone, mine is a Blue Yeti. Blue microphone's blackout Yeti. And have that as your default. And then let's get into the software here again. For audio input, you want to select your microphone, obviously. You'll know it works once you see the green. See, I was just talking, and now you can't hear me. That's because I obviously turned it off. So you got to make sure that's blue to hear yourself. Or not to hear yourself, but to make sure Elgato hears you. And then for this right here, automatically reduce other audio tracks. If you have that selected, it'll reduce all system sounds when you talk. So like if I had music playing right now, it would reduce the music when I talk. But I don't want that because I'm in Skype a lot with friends and I play games, and it reduces their volume because they're considered as game audio. So don't have that selected if you do a lot of like collabing in a way, I guess you can call it. And then also make sure this is muted or you'll hear yourself repeat. I think I'm going to be repeating soon. Oh, if my preview is going. Let's turn that off. That's really creepy and I don't like it. But yeah, so now you have the audio set up. So there's the two ways to set up audio. Also keep in mind you have to have the voice meter software open. If it's not open, you're not going to get any system audio, ever. And if you ever have any problems, like when you open it and you still don't hear anything, just reselect your headset. Just click it again. Sometimes it doesn't always register for some reason. And then, let's think, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Other than these settings, you're going to have to just, set them to what suits you. I can't really tell you those settings because it's different for me and it's going to be different for you. One really cool thing about Elgato right now, though, is this right here. I have export to separate files, the live commentary audio, and then I have, so like this, deselect it from here and select it here. Game audio will be one file when you export it, and live commentary will be a separate audio file. So you can edit them separately, which is really nice, really convenient. But other than that, that is going to be the conclusion to this Elgato tutorial. If it helped you, leave the video a like, hit subscribe to see more gaming stuff and other tutorials every once in a while. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.